Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We got a lot of topics, and I'm going to touch on that Tariq Nasheed, Cynthia G thing because everybody's missing the point. So I'm going to have to bring it. Let's start with some music. Get everybody a chance to get in the room. Yo, first arrow, the one-man show. I'm coming at you. And I'm bringing you something I hope you can use. I'm tired of all these radio revolutions on the radio, on the talk shows, on the corner, waving in the hand, talking about how things got so bad. What do you do with these people? Well, they were adults, and they didn't handle their business. So I think I should tell you what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm cleaning up these streets. 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 Yeah, I'm taking these one and three like diarrhea. Get the peps up. I'm feeling you like a kleptomaniac. I bring the facts to the street. I got nothing to prove. I want to make you move. So get up. Take notice. Take over from brain so I stay focused. Trying to take back our feet on the street. Going on neighborhood. Like I just said, no damn good. I'm taking man, I'm sitting on a man for my block. I'm reaching up all here and I'm so I use on the street. We have more obligations to ensure the safety of our nation. Let's start. One block at a time, grab a stick, grab a gun. Don't let no one pull your fucking sleep. Videotape them, turn up the heat. Exercise your right, stand up and fight. So right. And yeah, like I said, I'm cleaning up these streets. 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 Yo, I hear a man on my buddy, you have to get caught. One, I pick up the phone, and I'm report to you something favors, you know your neighbors. The second thing is that dealers don't like this. You all know them. When they want to get not united, and they jump you 5-1, and the new spread the setup. You have under your bed, go in the house, and keep that to the place. You some get shot, you go to get straight. But no one cares, hey, that you, let me get you, that's the attitude, the crime, the never want to grow. That's why it's all the fools on you to make you afraid of your own security. Either our sons or our daughters. You need to make for quarter. Now, that's already talking about putting their hands on their mouth. He ain't doing nothing. Ain't no excuse. You stop fronting on some people information to help you improve the situation. We didn't care about own streets. Who cares about the man and the police? So like I said, yo, I'm cleaning up these streets. 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 You see, I'm a spot. I put the elevator there. I'm to the crackhead. How can you cope on that? I took them selling dope work together, using their body for some crack, selling their body for smoke or better than that baby. Because we just got plenty of time. Hope y'all ready. Why you get no respect? Why they rip you off? Because you ready to talk and swing anything out of your way. Don't want to go to school. Hey, that's okay. Like you got when you were young. You had no care of having fun. Having fun out there. You need to jail for death. You slept. All you have was a cup of herpes. The generation has the HIV, the AID. But no one seems to care. No one share the resources on everyone in their head that says, ha, you're the only fight for you already dead. For better causing each other. The down to get at the you have. At the last thing you leave. You'll leave habits on your feet. But if you burn them first, it's the community sheep. Like I said, yo. Yo, honestly, I'm cleaning up these streets. I'm cleaning up these streets. Picking out you drugs. Yo, I'm cleaning up these streets. We all should be cleaning up these streets. I ain't gonna sit here in front, yo. You know what's going on outside your door. Go out there and take a look. You can tell what's doing when you think they're doing something else. That's all I'm saying in this song. It's our problem. It ain't the land problem. It ain't the land problem. Hey, Miss Oaks, how you doing? I told you from this on this dumb stuff. I told you to get high. I'll just shoot songs, bro. Take responsibility. All right, y'all, let's get to it. We got 17 topics here today. I'm ready to go. But before we start, I normally don't touch on situations like this, but everybody has totally missed the boat on the Tariq Nasheed, Cynthia G thing. Everybody has missed the boat. I've been getting suggestions, 9 different shows on the same topic, all of them with high ratings. So people want to talk about this, but nobody is talking about the real issue. What is the real issue? Apparently, Tariq Nasheed and Cynthia G, who used to work together, don't like each other no more. Oh, surprise on YouTube. But they're fighting about things that don't make any sense. Tariq said that Cynthia G looks like a cancer patient with that wig on and that makeup. Her response was, didn't he used to be a pimp? Didn't he say that black men should only marry women that have white mothers? Well, Tariq been saying that for years, and obviously with his growth, nobody cares. But the thing that bothered me the most was Cynthia G's response today. Her response did so much damage to the black community, and nobody's talking about it. Let's clear the air, okay? To every black woman that wears a weave and puts all that makeup on your face, it's because you hate the way you look. You want to look white. That is the fact. Otherwise, you would not put somebody else's hair on your head. That's facts. You want to look white. Come clean. Stop making excuses. Oh, men talk about hair because don't make excuses. You want to look white. You are ashamed of the way God made you. Tell the truth. Cynthia G, you do look like a fake Barbie doll. You do. All that makeup you got packed on, your eyebrows drawn on, and you got that wig or weave or whatever it is. The fact of the matter is, it's your head. If that's what you want to wear, then wear it. But don't get mad when you get clowned for it. Because everybody's clowning you for it. The white people who you say wouldn't say it, they laughing in their head. They know you want to be like them. Why should they say anything? You're giving them the best form of flattery. While you want to talk about white men dominating black men, while you want to talk about black men in prison, fact of the matter is, you'll send a man to prison so we can go up there and earn that money so you can put that fake stuff on your head. If you was confident in yourself, then you would wear the hair that God gave you and you would fix it up the best that you can. The reason why y'all wear all that makeup is because that glue that y'all using, the glue that stuff to your head, eats away at the sides, and it also puts holes in your face. And that spray that y'all spray that make that mess, since y'all wear it for 3 months in a row without taking it off, you know that stuff damages your skin too, which is the reason why y'all need so much makeup. But don't sit here and try to say somebody's gay because they talking about your need to wear that weave. And before y'all come in the comment sections, because I know y'all is, all y'all Cynthia G supporters, before y'all come in the comment sections, I say it for you. I know I'm ugly. I know I'm short. I know I'm not attractive, but I'm still out here. And I wear my daggone. I'm not ashamed. This is what I was given. And I'm going to do the best that I can with it. I'm not ashamed. So what? I don't have long hair. So what? I'm not ashamed. And one thing that you will never see me do is this. Okay, I'm ready to go outside now. Hey, baby, you want to have sex in the shower? Hold on. Let me get my shopping bag. You feel more comfortable coming out the house looking like this, Cynthia G? You feel more comfortable coming out the house looking like this? You look fucking retarded. You look like Elvira when you come on YouTube with all that damn makeup on. I swear to God, you look like you ready for the morgue. You think this is attractive? This is attractive, black women? If I was a black man and I wanted a woman with long hair, I would date a woman with long hair. I don't want no fake. Spend all that money, take it to the beach. You won't get in. We could have went to the neighborhood pool for nothing. Dang, I'm sweating already. How can y'all wear this thing on your head? But y'all won't come outside with your regular hair. Let's deal with these real issues and stop being fake. You spent your whole life supposed to be answering Tariq Nasheed, and all you did was defend your right to wear a weave and to wear all that makeup. And then you went to call them gay. Is that what you're teaching your female followers? To be ashamed of themselves? Is that what you're teaching them? You need to get off YouTube. Real talk. And Tariq Nasheed, you ain't no better. You always talking about white supremacists and black power. Yet you don't have a black wife. Yet you got a white woman living in your house who's supposed to be the enemy, stay on code. Both of y'all are bad. Tariq is bad for the men, and Cynthia G, you bad for the women. Neither one of y'all. Both of y'all should be X'd out. And the fact that y'all got so many followers shows how many sick people are in this sector. The fact that y'all get so many views off the bullshit that y'all say out y'all mouths. Y'all both need to get off YouTube. And if you're going to flag me, then do it. But you won't dare come debate me because I will tear both of y'all new assholes. So get receipts on that. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's get to the show. I just had to get that off my chest. Every time I turn on YouTube, I'm getting flooded with notifications to go watch this person, go watch that person. They all talking about the same thing. None of them said anything that I said anywhere close to it. Nobody. If as ugly as I am, I'm confident enough to come out here and show my face. Why y'all gotta hide behind a daggone wig and some makeup? Let's get real. All right. Ms. O said, doing good, BD. Good to see you. I had to find your channel. Minnie gave it to me. Thanks, Miss Minnie. Common Sense says, hi, Brother D. Common Sense said, what prompted this Cynthia G rant? Like I said, I've been getting notifications on videos. You don't believe how many people have put out videos about this supposed beef. I watched 9 videos today. 9. And when you ask them, if you ask them what they're beefing about, they ain't got no answer for you, really. If you ask them what they're beefing about, they ain't got no answer for you. But the last video I just watched pissed me off the most. It was Cynthia G. Her answer to Tariq, because she picked on him. Her answer showed how simple that she is. She hates herself. She is a self-hater. And she is teaching our women to hate themselves. Put down the black man and they hate themselves. If you can't come outside without your weave done, you ready to put this on your damn head? You think you look sexy with a daggone bag on your head? Really? You really?
And then you got Tariq on the other side. He just as bad. He telling the men don't date the black women. But yet he ain't dating the black woman. And he got a white woman living in the house. But they supposed to be the enemy. You gotta stay on code. Keep your guard up from the enemy. You got the enemy within, man. The enemy living in the bedroom next door to yours. But you telling everybody that they should fear black white people. They should stay away from them. Yet you got one living in your house. They both sound stupid. And yet they are the two biggest. They are two of the biggest on YouTube. Explain that. Explain that sector. How these two hypocrites are two of the biggest on YouTube. Explain it. And everybody who did shows on them today, they got good reviews. We come here and do shows on real things and what you can do. Oh, nobody want to watch them. But they'll watch that bullshit all day. So, excuse me for venting. We got work to do. But people want to sit around and talk BS. After watching 9 shows, I still don't know why they arguing. I ain't heard not one good argument. At least with the regulars that beef, there's a reason for it. I can't think of a reason of why they're arguing. Be honest with you. All right, let's get to the chat and then we'll get to our first topic. Nobody cares says, hi BD and all. How nobody cares? Nobody cares says, who's Cynthia G? Whoa, you never heard of Cynthia G? You never heard of Synthetic G? She's a light-skinned black woman on YouTube. She always got on this fake wig, or it could be a weave. And she got all this makeup on. I swear to God, she looked like a brown-skinned Elvira. And these daggone black beta males. She got the worst sound. The voice sound like you scratching on a chalkboard. And she spent her whole show talking about how black men ain't shit. But she don't tell you why they ain't shit. She don't tell you what they could improve so they won't be shit. But she just says black men ain't shit. We dominated by white men. We obviously want white men to have sex with it because we always worrying about white men. We always worrying about what y'all do with y'all hair. So obviously we gay. That basically was her whole life. That's a woman that's supposed to be uplifting black people. That sound like talk you would want to hear from somebody trying to uplift you. But not one time did she tell you about the bag. I can walk outside and see the bag. She ain't got to tell me. I can see it. Common Sense says Cynthia G is a controversial YouTuber. Guess you can say the lady Tommy. I no cares. Well, I found out about her through Tommy. Her and Tommy had an issue last year. That's how I found out about her. I ain't never really paid no mind. I know she had a problem with Jesse Lee Peterson, but I think everybody had a problem with Jesse Lee. And she had a problem with Corey Holcomb. So now I guess she moved on up to the big dog. Now she's jumping on Tariq, which I normally wouldn't mind if she was coming correct. But she's not. If she was confident in herself and wasn't trying to look like something out of a European magazine, then I might could take her seriously. But who is under all that makeup? Who's underneath that fake hair? How does she really look? Why she don't have the courage to show herself natural? How you gonna be about black anything when you're synthetic, when you're fake? What are you telling our little girls? You know, our little girls, the ones that got the plait in the front and the two on the side, and they walk out the door, and everybody else, including their mama, got this long flowing hair and just going around. And they're like, why my hair don't look like that? You making the little girls feel inferior before they get out the gate. Instead of you making them proud of what God gave them and tell them to excel it. Don't worry about what the blonde girl in school doing. You worry about your hair. No, we're teaching them to be ashamed to the fact they rather wear this outside than wear that natural hair. I saw a viral video where girls were fighting. You know, the girl came out to join the fight and she put this on her hair to go fight with. She put a plastic bag on her hair to go outside and fight with. She was that embarrassed about her hair, even though she's in the middle of a fight. She'd rather you see her with this on her head than you see her hair. That is a problem. Why nobody not talking about it? Why that's not an issue? That should be front line. Nobody cares said, ouch, BD. Common sense says, laugh out loud. They have Derek on the soapbox. Nobody cares says, ha ha. Common sense says, I honestly think Cynthia has a hair issue, possibly alopecia. Common sense, she had a plastic garage bag on her head. Give up. They'll put a garbage bag on. Long as they ain't got to show their natural hair to the public. They'll put anything on their head. Common sense said they do not get along. They have a huge following because people identify with something they are pushing. Nobody cares said never heard of her. Nobody cares says gotta see of her. Go ahead and look it up. She's real easy to find. You know, I want to tell you, you black beta males. That's why you're being dominated by the white man. So why don't you tell us how to not be dominated by the white man? Why don't you do that, Cynthia? Why don't you tell the black women to stop worrying about their hair and come home to their black men? Why don't you teach them how to pick a damn man? Why don't you teach them to stop teaching their children that men ain't shit? Why don't you do that? That's something you could do. Something positive. But you'll get a lot of ratings. Not. Common sense said she will probably look better in a more natural state. It's a matter of choice. Common sense said she's controversial. She and Tariq used to get along. They both push the same agenda. Nobody cares says all I seen him do is say shit about whites and Tommy. Nobody cares. Well, like I said, they both are very similar, except they on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Tariq is more men, she's more women. So they both built a following. Tariq talks about women, calls them bat wenches. She talks about black men, calls them alpha beta males. And the women like her and the men. But my point is, why they don't touch the real truth? Why don't they actually help our people? I know somebody's going to come up and say, well, he's made 4 Hidden Color movies and he's made 1401. Well, I seen Hidden Color 4. I watched the whole movie and I seen a little bit of 1. I ain't heard nobody tell you what you could do to improve your situation. I heard them tell you about the situation. I heard him tell you about what we did thousands of years ago. I heard him tell you about the Moors. I ain't never heard him tell you a damn thing you can do right now to improve your situation. Never one of his movies, not one of his shows have ever told you or what you can do to improve your situation. But he can sell you some shit. Got about 4 or 5 commercials before his show start. Man asked for donations so he can go check out the best black shops in Africa. He ain't gonna tell you how to be there with him. He ain't gonna tell you how to improve yourself. I challenge you, Tariq. Your next live. Don't tell black folk what you're doing for yourself. Tell us how we can be like you. You don't want to do that, do you? No, you don't. All right, y'all. Let me hit the chat and then we'll get to our first topic. Common Sense says you can learn about products and production from Tariq. He's good at marketing. Yeah. But is he showing us how to market? Or is he marketing for himself? He claimed, I got businesses. I got black people working in the businesses. But then he wouldn't tell us what positions they held in the business. He wouldn't tell us were there any Jews in the business. He wouldn't tell us anything about the businesses. But God darn it, I got black businesses. Okay. Well, show us how to get black businesses. Show us what you did so we can do the same thing. Nah, I don't want that. I want y'all to stay where you are. Keep donating to me. Keep sending me money so I can create these businesses. That's my problem with Tariq Nasheed. Now, if he was coming on there saying, hey, I got entry-level positions, any of my followers, y'all want to come learn ground level, that'd be a whole different animal. He start doing that, ain't nothing you can say. But he won't. All right, number 1 topic. Y'all know that recently, it's been like in the past 5 years, reporters have been putting out fake news stories just to get you to tune in. And then you find out it's fake. They're just trying to get views. What should happen to those reporters that come up with them fake news stories? You know the stories ain't real, but they got a quota coming up and they invent stuff. Then the people who accused got to defend themselves. They got to go on the offensive. The reporter just goes away. Shouldn't there be some kind of repercussions for reporters that go out of their way to create fake news stories because they need something to lead with going into their show? Shouldn't those reporters be held responsible for the people who now have to defend themselves against charges and attacks? And they don't even know what the reporter talking about. Shouldn't these reporters be fined or in prison for deliberately creating fake news? What do y'all think? Common Sense says for himself, of course, he said you can buy a line in the credits of his productions. If I got the money to start my own business, I need him to show me how to start my own. I don't want to buy into his. That's still making you dependent on a man. If I got the money, I want to learn how to start my own business. I don't want to help him get bigger. I want to get bigger. All right, nobody like the first one. Let's go on to the second one. Experimenting on animals. Is it cruel? Is it necessary? Should we do away with it? What do y'all think? Is experiments on animals cruel? Is it unnecessary? I don't know if y'all noticed, but in the news, and not the news, anytime you turn on TV, there's an ad for a different kind of drug. And then they tell you all these side effects in the ad. But they got the people swimming, they got the people horseback riding, they got the people out in nature looking all strong and healthy. And then they tell you about these little side effects. So they're already testing the drugs on human beings. Is it still necessary to test them on animals? I'm asking y'all opinion. Do you think it's still necessary since they're doing all these drugs? They're just pushing them out. You know, you might get diarrhea if you got low blood pressure, take doctor. You know, they're already testing these drugs on human beings. So why is it necessary to still test animals? Is it cruel? Do we still need to do it? If we already testing, we putting these drugs out without them being tested all the way. There's no way in the world they should put a drug out that got that many side effects. Y'all seen the commercials? So why are they still testing animals? No comments? No comments about the testing animals. Okay. I kind of asked this a different kind of way in the earlier show, but I'll ask it again. With all the problems that we got in the United States, why do we spend so much time and resources on what other countries are doing? Shouldn't we take care of home first? Why is it that we keep worrying about what's going on in India? What's going on in China? What's going on in Canada? What about what's going on here? Why are we so quick to dismiss home and think that home is okay, but yet we sung gung-ho to go save people in other countries? Shouldn't we take care of home first? Shouldn't we make sure that every person in the United States is straight before we start worrying about what goes on overseas? Am I being crazy to keep asking that question? Y'all let me know. Come on, y'all. We got 5 of y'all in the room now. Nobody got any answers. Come on. Come on, y'all. 5 in the room now. Come on. I know it's more than common sense and nobody cares here. Nobody, huh? Okay. Go on to the next one. Are we citizens of the United States? Are we walking around with blinders on? Are we acting like ain't nothing wrong and just going on about our business and acting like we don't see the troubles and turmoils that go on around us? Are we just walking around with blinders on? Is watching the news the only time we actually realize the world ain't perfect? Are you just blindly going through your life acting like there's nothing wrong around you, and only when something slams into you, when reality slaps you in the face, do you wake up and realize, hey, we got a lot of stuff wrong here? Do you know anybody that's like that? Everything falling down around them, they just as chipper, act like they don't see it. Do y'all know anybody like that? Are you like that? Let me check the chat. Common Sense says, listening, I'll comment intimately. Like what? What do you mean common sense when you say like what? We on like the sixth topic. So when you say like what do you mean? Trying to wait for the delay. All right. These two are tied together. I couldn't decide which one to throw it in. But do y'all remember Dr. Kevorkian? The nerdy little doctor that used to ride around the country in the van. And he would put to sleep permanently anybody that wanted it until they caught up with him and locked him up. Y'all remember that? For those of you that do, I want to ask you this question. If you have somebody that's in so much pain, not even drugs can ease them of that pain, they're dying anyway, should they be allowed the axe to be put down? If you have people that have a disease so horrible and every waking moment is spent with them in severe pain, not even Percocets can help. Not even opium can help. Not weed, not anything. They are in such pain all the time. And they're dying. Why is it illegal for them to ask to be put down? It's a case-by-case basis, but you get my drift. Why is it illegal for them to ask to be put down? If they're in so much pain, they'd rather die. Why keep them alive suffering when they're dying anyway? Somebody give me their opinion on that, please. Y'all leave me hanging today. All right, let me give you part 2 of that question. Should crazy people that want to kill themselves, should they be allowed to go? If they sane enough to know they're a danger to anyone around them, they'll never have a normal life. They'll never raise kids, have anything. And they ask to be euthanized. Should they be allowed to? Should pedophiles who know they're going to keep reoffending, if they ask to be put down, should they be allowed to? Should rapists who know they're going to reoffend and they ask to be put down, should they be allowed to? No comments. Let's keep moving then. I'm going to give y'all one more chance. Should betting and gambling be banned? With so many people where they can't control themselves with gambling, should we ban all forms of it? With the high amount of suicides that come out of Las Vegas, should we help these people by just making gambling illegal? Would that bring down the suicide rate? So no comments? With the increase in violent attacks on women, with the increase in rapes, why are women being encouraged to work more late at night? Can somebody explain that? Yes, it is an increase. Because more and more women are staying later at their jobs. It makes them an ample target for those that want to get high. This is a topic that I have experienced myself, and I came up with from just walking around with the cameras for y'all. Do we have way too many stray animals in our communities? There are so many stray cats and dogs. They look all manged up. Shouldn't we just send the dog pound collector out to pick them up? Why are we allowing so many of these animals to roam the street? And do we risk infecting our children? Because when these strays wander into an animal from the wild, if they get bit by that animal, they're going to bring rabies and other diseases back, and they might bite one of our children. Is it safe to have all these stray dogs and cats just roaming through our neighborhoods? Should we have an annual cleanup or pickup where the pound should come out and pick up any stray animal they see that doesn't have a tag on them? What do y'all think? Is that inhumane to the animal? But if you got a lot of animals that have been put out for some reason, they've been domesticated, they don't know how to fend for themselves in the street. Why do we allow them to just aimlessly wander around? I don't know how many of them I see get hit by cars. How many of them get tortured by young people? Isn't it more humane to just go pick them up? What do y'all think? All righty, so nobody wants to comment tonight. So what do y'all want to talk about? Tell me in the chat room. What do y'all want to talk about? We can't have a one-way show. I only got common sense and nobody cares commenting. Well, alrighty then. Y'all don't want to talk tonight. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.